This your boy Tonio. We come here for Backyard Comments. Always I got my boy. Oh, excuse me, baby. Please say the motherfucker, baby.
You already know that.
Is that really do I got down there?
Right here in the flesh and the spirit, bro. What up?
What's up, my boy? And on this episode, we got Miss Crystal. How you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
We doing well. So before we jump on you, we're gonna do a recap of last episode. We had my boy Foots come on, Mario.
Okay, real.
Representing Durham. Came through, man, and chopped it up with his laugh. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. That was a really good time.
Yeah.
You know, laugh. He had to hit us with that time tower, man. You know.
Yeah.
But it was a good time, man. And y'all check the episode out. It's streaming right now on YouTube. But let's get to it. So in this episode, we got Miss Crystal, and we're gonna talk about how did you word that again?
I knew you were gonna do that, man. So we want to talk about today, man, healing from trauma and toxic behavior.
Okay.
Miss Crystal has brought that to our attention. That will be a good topic to speak on. So we're gonna speak on that today.
And can you elaborate on that for a little bit, like what the meaning of that topic you want to talk about? Can you elaborate on that? Put the crickets right there, dude. Toxic men, like through your journey, have you had to experience or deal with any toxic thing? Are you toxic?
I was toxic before.
Okay. And what do you mean? Like what was the what were you doing that was toxic?
Man, I did a lot of shit.
For real?
Shit.
Yeah.
See, women don't talk about their toxic traits.
Hey, accountability is a good. That's a good trait. That's a good trait.
Accountability.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I
indeed.
did. I mean, I was bad. It
real?
was tit for tat,
Yeah.
pretty much. You did something to me, I was doing it right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You one of them.
I was.
Okay.
Past tense.
Yeah, hallelujah. Grace and mercy.
He took me in. Yes,
So
sir.
with that growing, it comes with with trauma. It's got to come with healing.
Oh, yeah.
So you
No
say it
doubt.
used to be. So you started your healing journey right now.
I've been on that for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, for the last 3 years, I really had to sit here and look at myself in the mirror and be like, look, I'm tired of this shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because some people, they really bring the worst out of you.
That's
And when
true.
they bring the worst out of you, you actually see it, like the worst out of you as well. It is bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Sorry, but that's pretty strong. Hit me back here with the Martin.
I couldn't tell.
What you
But
about to say?
usually that's what you need to work on. When they bring the worst out of you, that lets you know what you need to work on
Yeah.
and grow.
Yeah.
But
I get that, but let's turn that table because I got to talk about myself. I done brought the worst out of somebody.
okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I done been in that where I was the same way. My brother right here tell me, "Boy, get your shit together." Whatever it may be, but it was like that toxicity. That's how you say it. I knew I
That's not what I'm saying.
It's like it was like a thrill. It's like it was like something I wanted to do. I wanted to argue today. You know what I mean? Or it was keeping the thrill going. You know what I mean? Keeping us like we was keeping it tied. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just keeping the fire going seemed like some. That's dumb as hell, but that's what it felt like.
I mean, I think a lot of people are attracted to that, man, for real, because they don't realize what they grow up around it. You know what I mean? And then so it's like the norm to them, and so now they expecting it, and when it's not around, it's not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's also a sign of maturity when you're not looking for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know that you've grown up, and you ain't looking for all the fights
Come on,
and
Pastor.
all of that. You know what I mean?
That's all.
So that's what you got to do, man.
But
Got to mature.
the major part that y'all said that stuck out to me is accountability.
Yeah.
You can't do no kind of healing on any aspect
Yeah.
without taking accountability. And I had this conversation with a particular person. I hope you watch it.
Oh God! Oh yeah!
I knew it.
That's what we said. We told you.
God ain't through me yet. I ain't what I used to be, but I damn sure ain't what I ought to be. Somebody had a couple braids.
Amen.
But I mean, honestly, you got to take accountability. You can't just point the finger at somebody and never put it at, because Dooley put a reel up one time and said, when you point a finger, you got three of them point back at you.
That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
Amen.
So
No
you
doubt.
got to take accountability. What you feel about that, Dooley?
Man, that's a lot of things was like self-sabotage. That's one thing. With like what you were saying earlier with how you like that toxicity and shit, and you get a thrill out of it. I never understood that, but hearing you say that's one thing that it makes sense now that some people just do it on purpose.
They don't realize it.
Yeah.
They don't realize it, man. And that's another thing too, bro, that I wanted to get on too, man, because when you I heard that in the headphones. Of course you can. Yeah. But yeah, man. But that's also a part of picking, man. You gotta know how to pick and what you attract. Yeah. You gotta know how to put out vibes that don't attract people that bring that toxic behavior or bring that toxic behavior out of you. Yeah. So that comes from healing as well. That comes from being accountable and knowing what you need to heal from. Yeah. So
that's real. So when you were going through the trauma, like, did your mind? Cause I'm gonna speak on mine too. But did your mind ever like trigger like, I don't want to deal with this shit no more? I ain't talking about when you finally said that. I mean like while you were going through it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Countless loop.
It was listen, but then there was the other side. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go be talking. I had to fight myself. I was fighting myself a lot.
Yeah.
What kept you there?
I want to know what started it.
What started?
Yeah, like from the beginning.
And then what kept you?
Yeah,
God created the heavens and the earth. And
That's what started. Eve started.
But go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah. We ain't gonna get on that.
How can I start? I feel like I lowered my standards. I had my standards up high, and when I dealt with the person that I dealt with, I felt like I did lower my standards.
Okay.
I bent everything that I had set for me. I bent it just for that person. So when I got in the relationship, I should have seen more. You know how sometimes we fall for the potential we see in people, but not like the flags are right there.
Oh, yeah, boy, that boy,
they're right there. But you're like, oh no, I see this person. You know, he'll be this way. It just started off like that, and.
I have pulled up. I have pulled up, and I seen like when I pulled in the driveway, it was nothing but flags in the yard. And
they were flying.
I still walking in the house. You dealt with that person for years. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, like it's that person. You know what I mean? You just like. They'll get better, or I help them get better. But you can't get better if you don't want to help your damn self.
Exactly.
There's no way around that.
And most of the time, they're not gonna get better if they got you there. Yeah. Because they have no reason to, for real. Because at that point, you're a coddle. Yeah. You're coddling that you know that behavior. So
there's no reason. Up on that. I'm about to say coddle. What's that?
Every week.
Every week. But yeah, man. There's no reason for them to want to get better and want to do better because you're gonna still be there. Yeah. So that's why you have to, in a lot of cases, man, when you see that, when you sense that, you gotta break apart from it and completely take yourself out of the situation. Don't hang there with a foot or a leg in there.
Yeah.
Break it completely, man.
So that's I'm gonna piggyback off of you because you know you got a big bag. I gotta jump on there.
Yeah.
Big bag. Have you ever healed from it but then went back to the mama?
Definitely did.
100%. A lot of people do.
I did.
And it's always a mistake.
You feel like it's gonna be a little different. But it gets worse and worse and worse.
You hope.
I think if you give it time, it's not so bad though. You know,
it's always bad.
You feel bad.
And
you can't fix yourself where they broke you.
The thing is that
it
never. It's always that we're still going to go back somehow. It's always still there, you know, and the hurt. And once you get too far, it's hard to really come back from that. You know, even the harder you try, I mean, you can make it work as much as you can, but it's still gonna be there.
Yeah. Because if that person, which I have done it myself, if that person is not healed from it, they're gonna bring that shit up again.
Somebody's not gonna be fully healed.
It's never gonna be fully closed. Somebody's not gonna be fully healed from it. They're still gonna be hurt because they don't want to let it go. Because they still
see, that's what I was speaking on. After both parties have healed, that's what I'm saying. Is it okay to go back? It's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't suggest it. I would not suggest
it. Because what happens is you reopen those wounds. So now you really see if you really healed or not. Because it's up to you to either fall back into that or get out of that toxic behavior or what you did before or to change and notice I'm healed and say, guess what? I gotta go.
I deserve better.
I should not be in there. I should not be doing this again.
Yeah.
Why am I stooping to this level, this low, that I gotta keep doing this?
I'm short, but I don't stoop lower than that height. You know I have. I'm the kind of person you would get in your car and back out and it just fall apart like a Lego piece. I'm a mechanic. I'm gonna get you back.
I'm
trying to get older. I'm trying to grow here.
Yeah, you gotta get over that. You gotta,
thank God for grace and mercy.
Yeah, ain't no need.
You know, it's just jokes, man. But you know, I have been that person too. Okay, I'm gonna go back, you know, and I have had a real friend. People don't understand when you got a real friend in your corner, they gonna tell you, even though you don't want to hear it.
That's real.
They gonna tell you, and I have been told, bro, don't do it. Nah, bro, it's gonna be different, bro. I'm gonna do better. We gonna do better, and that shit was womp 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 to this day.
Yeah.
You know, I felt
to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta learn, live and learn, and learn to live.
I believe, man, because I mean, for real, I believe that no matter what, nobody's gonna tell that person unless you tell them.
Yeah.
That's where I feel, because most of the time people have a lot of people that is agrees with them around them.
People.
Yep. And you know, and that's what they're drawn to. That's what people are naturally drawn to. People that are agreeable. But
you don't agree with me, nigga.
But this is what I'm saying. Once you have a connection, or once you build that connection with a person where they know you enough, that know you're gonna keep it real with them, and they can trust your word, then you can tell them whatever you need to tell them.
And many nights I done cried to both of these men because of shit that I done in toxic situation. I initiated it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for real. And for real, because I wasn't healed from things I needed to get healed from. Whether it was dealing with that person or not. Because sometimes, you know, a bag is to carry. You would take over shit to another relationship if you ain't left that bag in the airport.
Thank you.
Happens all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Happens all the time.
You done experienced that too?
Nah, I ain't bring baggage.
Oh, for real?
She said, I ain't bring baggage.
It wasn't the way you said it. It wasn't the way you
I
said
ain't
it.
bring baggage. But
They had the bag.
yeah, they had the baggage, and that's why I say it's good to heal. And I think that's why a lot of relationships don't last, because people jump from relationship. They don't take the time to learn from their mistakes. And if people would do that, a lot of relationship would honestly last.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you.
Because you hurt people that you won't even met. God put this person in your life and you done messed it up. You done hurt the person in
Hurt people hurt people.
Pretty much.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Hurt people is gonna hurt people. That's just what they do.
No
and
doubt.
if you got sour ass apples in your corner, girl, and you wonder why they going through shit, maybe
No doubt.
you might want to change the narrative.
No doubt.
That's just me though.
Man, you gotta see a better future for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure.
But some people love it though.
They do.
They love to be toxic. I
It's
feel
their
like,
world. They don't know nothing different.
Man, that is draining.
Yeah.
It's draining being toxic.
Yeah.
It is.
Some of them have
It's a lot of work.
Some of them been beat into thinking that's love, though. You know, I have been with somebody that actually thought that you had to argue to show that was love.
you
You know,
love
yeah. I couldn't stand that shit.
We are crevices. We don't. We don't pay that shit. I mean, you know.
There she go.
You think I'm being insensitive, but I just don't want to argue with you today.
Yeah.
Then when I want to argue, you don't want to say nothing.
But that all comes from past trauma as well.
Yeah, that's real.
That's all come from you used to being abused and yelled at. Like
that's real,
that.
bro.
So you know that it's still all about healing, man.
Yeah.
And you can never ever get higher with yourself if you don't heal. So how you gonna get higher with someone else?
Hey, well, I'm gonna shout it.
Yeah.
That boy, what you eat today? Cause you know when you eat.
I had a good soul today.
You be preaching. I like that daddy about you, boy. But during, I know it's just open, but I mean, But during, I'm gonna say what you do. During your trauma era when you was going through, you know what I'm saying? Did you have somebody to help you go through it, or you had to battle it on your own? Cause that make a big ass difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You talking about like relationship wise?
Yeah.
Well,
any trauma, but yeah, relationship.
Really, with the relationship that I was just speaking on, they won't really. It's like my family was involved, but they weren't involved because, you know what I'm saying, she was like a family, you know,
oriented.
friend, family oriented. So they won't. The thing about it was, man, it just seemed like she was hindering my gift to a certain extent. You know, it seemed like it was the devil that was always sending her to argue on a specific day at a specific time right before church, before I had to go there and play. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying.
The devil thought he had to.
But
that's what it's gonna do anyway. Man.
Yeah.
It's gonna drag you down if you continue to stay in that situation that you know is toxic and that you know you're supposed to been out of. It's gonna drag you down.
And see, that's the thing. Like I was staying because I thought you could fix it, or I know how this person was before, but you can't. You right, but I thought you could give it the benefit of the doubt. Some time when they heal and you heal, but no, you don't.
Some situations try to turn into toxic, but it don't be talked about properly for it to be dissolved.
That's real.
Then it turns into toxic shit.
That's real.
No doubt.
Because you can handle it at the door.
Well, that's most of the time what it is, man. It's either he's stupid, yo. He a little rock.
You know what? You ain't gonna come in like that.
It's back, y'all. We do funny shit. I'm just shit. It was nothing. It was nothing.
It ain't that wet. No. I'm just saying, man. That's what happens, man. Whether it's from the relationship you're in right then or in a past relationship, you know what I'm saying?
See, my problem was the communication part. That was my problem.
Because a lot of people be ready to speak and have a comeback instead of actually listening, comprehending.
That's all.
Listen to what's coming out your mouth,
But that's why I think a lot of people need a third party that's neutral.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
or a third party that can be neutral because
that ain't biased.
Because either one side or the other may not be able to hear it, not be able to
even understand or comprehend
at that time of where the other person is coming from. Well, and it might take somebody who's able to relate to him or who's able to explain it to him in a better aspect. And even sometimes when a person is upset, they might hear you and still don't want to listen to just
and somebody instilled this in me, and I thank God for him, grace and mercy. The message is still the message is still the message, no matter who tells you. It is still the same message. Now, just because of who the person is, you don't want to receive it. You could miss out. Yeah, just because it's that person, but it's still the same message.
Boy. That's my favorite. That's my favorite saying, bro. Yeah. Because I feel like a man that's homeless. I feel like a man that's on the street can come up and tell you something one day, and you might think it ain't nothing. That's but real. It might be something that God is trying to get to you or trying to get you to hear for a long time. Yeah. So you never ever dismiss the words that come from someone. You always listen. You always think about what somebody says to you, no matter who it is. That's the way I feel.
You're not lying. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you're not lying because, like I say, hey, you know how I am. Everybody know how I am except for you. But it's hard for me to listen to people. If I know you out here doing foul ass shit, you can't tell me about cheating on my old lady. I just seen your ass do the same thing. Like, I have a bad problem with that. Like, why ain't you taking that same advice? You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with that.
And I mean, and that's a lot of the times where we look at, man, especially like we grew up in the church. So we see a lot of the,
I already know you know where I'm
going. We see a lot of the church
I want you to hit the gas pedal. Go. Go. Let's talk about it. Go.
We do, man. We see a lot of the people that are so-called holy and in church, man, doing the same things they tell us not to do.
Yeah, and be ready to point fingers and judge you.
So
the same thing they doing.
You can't come in here with
same that. Same stuff. Same stuff, man.
And was with Mr. Robert last night.
Let me get up there.
Exactly.
Come on, Miss Irene.
Exactly. And so it's hard to receive the message, man. But even through that, you got to learn how to listen. But at the same time, you got to learn that you don't be that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't be that person now that I saw that growing up. I can't be that person
that's real.
In church just judging people and shooting down people for whatever they doing out here.
Yeah.
That cannot be me because I saw that hurt so many people and didn't help. Really, a lot of people, it didn't help them. It hurt them more than it helped them.
That's real. Draw my way.
Yeah.
Message. Yeah, but hey, man. Well, you got it. The older you get, man, you got to get better and better and better.
You got to.
Everybody got flaws, man. But one thing I don't mind doing, I don't mind talking about anything I done. Or if I feel like I'm in the wrong, I'll reach out to my diary. And you know what I'm saying? He'll tell me, hey, bro, you won't wrong right there, bro. Or you know better. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have people in your corner like that. I'm going to stand on that firm. I'm an outspoken person. I'm going to tell you straight up, whether you want to hear it or not, that was the stupidest shit you possibly could have ever done.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, I didn't have a person to tell me. You know what I'm saying? And I just did whatever. I was running wild.
Yeah. And, you can never heal if you never know.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the thing about it is most of the time, it's going to take somebody to tell you to look in the mirror before you look in the mirror.
And let me pick
You don't want to look in the mirror by yourself.
Right there, yeah. I'm about to say it's the people that you hang around. If they're not, if y'all on the same level, they're not gonna see. They gonna all see the same perspective. You gotta get with somebody that's got a equalized perspective, higher. They can see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They can tell you to get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for y'all.
They can't be in there with you.
I got you, bro.
They can't tell you how to get out the pot.
Hand and all, hand and all. Man, my dad told me, and that was something that he said to me when I was younger. You know, I had this girl. I married her too, by the way. Got divorced, by the way.
I mean, just put it.
You know, I loved her to death.
Love her to death.
You know what I'm saying? And my dad said, "You don't love no damn body. You can't love nobody if you don't love your damn self."
Amen.
That's
and
real,
the way I was carrying myself, I didn't care about anything. That's the Boney Street days.
Yeah.
I didn't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was you know what I was doing? Sitting them streets selling that thing. You know what I'm saying? Had it bumping out here, R.I.P. Roger Dixie. You know what I mean? I had the streets on lock. As a little young kid.
Sometimes you sometimes you do, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, so, you know, everything I've been through, I had to learn how to be the man I am today. You know, real. And me having custody of my oldest son, you know, he done seen me go through the bullshit, and he done seen his dad be the ultimate man, taking care of him and his brothers and sisters and making sure everything good by my damn self. He done seen it all. So, you know, I'm instilling in him to do what you got to do regardless, by any means necessary.
That's right.
No matter if you get hit in the chin, you better spit that blood out and get your ass back to it. Hold your fist back up. We got to keep fighting. That's what I'm going to put out there right now. That's what
Real rap.
Feel on that dude.
I was in there copying your ass. Bro, I was. My bad.
So since we got Miss Crystal on, let's ask her. So how did you go about healing from your trauma or dealing with your trauma?
A lot of prayers.
That's real.
I really had to look at myself, and I'm like, look, God, I want something different. I have kids. I have a daughter and 2 boys.
Okay.
And the biggest thing is I looked at my kids and I'm like, I don't want them to grow up and think this is fine.
Yeah.
That's real. Yeah. That's real. Right
I wouldn't want my daughter to put up with it.
Yeah.
So when you have kids and you look at that, it makes you want to be better.
Yeah, it do.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Some of us, yes. Some of us.
But you should.
Once you look at your kids, you want something totally different.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want kids to look at you and be like, hey, mommy got it, you know?
That's real. And for real, a lot more parents need to care about that.
Yeah,
because we don't.
Make a difference
they don't, man.
When you got kids involved in the toxic.
Yeah.
And they think, sometimes people think that the kids are not watching. The kids are watching. They might not speak on it,
no matter how much bullshit you say, they watch.
They are watching.
See, the thing I think a lot of our culture does is we know our kids are gonna accept us for whatever. So we do whatever. And we say it's okay because our kids are okay. We think they're okay. But really we're traumatizing them more than we think we are.
Yeah, because I was traumatized.
Making decisions, man, that we think are the best for him, for our own self, for them, for our own selfish reasons.
Exactly.
And not really thinking about the children. That's the problem. It happens every day, all day, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna talk to you right now.
Go best friend.
Since y'all want to talk, we gonna talk today.
I done been in a situation.
We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. There's too many broken households. There's too many homes that are not broken, that are not whole right now because we had our own selfish reasons. Now, certain things happen, and we all know that. But we got to keep the kids. We got to keep kids in mind.
That's the same thing that when Cam Newton had an interview that day, we're talking about. You know what I mean? And I understood what she was saying. She was like, "You say you good. You don't want to be married, but you create these broken homes."
I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I
of
just
this
want
or
God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
them. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time.
And I have created broken homes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Except for when I was married. Now I have been married now. So but still now, you You know, the mother and daddy, they're not together. You know what I'm saying? It's not an ideal family.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't always. Thing is, you don't always succeed, right? But you got to keep trying to be that example for your kids that you will want them to see and be. You don't want to leave this earth and your kid don't see you be that example. You
ain't lying.
Exactly.
That's all.
And that one thing I can't say, my kids done seen me be the ultimate.
Yeah,
they good to go.
Yeah.
They got cars outside. They got guns if they need them.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah, I leave them everything. Got to protect yourself out here. Everything. But
that's every aspect though, man. You want them to see, you know, that you can have a household that can be mom and dad here. You know, that can be
even with co-parenting.
That can be co-parenting. You don't have to be fighting. It don't have to be stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, how was that? Okay, you said you was healing, but you got your kids. How was that healing with your kids though?
Oof, it was hard. I called it the sunken home.
Sunken place.
I had to work, still be a mom. Still deal with their emotions, their feelings. By the time it was my turn, it was just like
you got no energy.
I had no energy. But honestly, I will say your kids, God, and having good friends by your side.
Yeah, that's
helps you heal.
Definitely.
And it's when you're ready to change too, because some people say they want to heal and they don't take the steps to do it.
That's real. That's
real. Act like it, they portray like they do, and you looking like no.
Yep. But because they know it's gonna be something. They feel like it's too hard. It's something that they can't do.
You can't.
So they don't want to take that step. You know.
Yeah, they're more comfortable saying what they know.
Oh, it's easy.
Exactly
it's much easier to stay in that toxic behavior than to evolve yourself.
Yeah, it's out of fear too, man.
And hey, if you're going through it, I know we got a lot of people that look at us. If you're going through it, you don't have to.
You don't.
You know, everybody sitting here done felt one point in time that we had to deal with something. You know, for that person, because we love that person and want to be with that person, but you don't have to deal with it, especially if they don't want to do no work to make the shit better. Leave them the fuck alone.
Bye.
Yeah,
that's all.
You can never make the right decision.
It's gonna hurt at first, but after a while,
you got to do what you got to do.
It'll get better.
You can never make the right decision out of fear and shame.
That's real.
Yeah,
never.
Indeed. Anything y'all want to add on that before we go to the next part?
I think that was wonderful, man. I think we can talk on that for hours and hours.
I do too.
I can do this for hours.
I say stay clear of the toxic behavior, man, because right now it's too much evil going on in this world, and things are heating up. People are dying much easier than people are always dying, but it's more
every day, B.
Yeah.
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be alright, nigga.
Yeah.
But evil is taking over. It's taking over. Seems like it's taking over right now. So y'all need to be careful, man. Stay out of the kitchen. You know.
Learn how to value yourself. Learn how to love yourself.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Valuing yourself.
Value and love yourself.
If you don't value yourself, you cannot.
You took it right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I got female friends that say they think they selves of the world, and I have watched them go through the dumbest shit.
But I got something on that, man.
I
don't want to do this.
Come on.
Oh my God.
I don't want to do this.
Well, you got to.
Yep.
Correctly value yourself.
Right.
Don't overvalue yourself because that overvalue turns into narcissistic behavior, and you never heal from that.
Yes.
Because you think you're always right.
Take your glass off and look serious. but that's real talk, though.
I want you to know.
Yeah, you have
correctly value yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that you're better than what you are, because guess what? You're never going to get the person or the thing that you need because you think you're over it. You know what I'm saying? And it could be someone that's right there. It's always fun. That's why they tell you to humble yourself. It's for a reason.
Yeah. Humble it down. Anything you got on there, do that last thing you got?
Man, anything that you see that's toxic or it seems like it's toxic or close to being toxic, get the hell away. You know, you can't change a person, but you can change yourself, and you can get the hell away. That's two options.
Yeah, you know what you allow yourself to deal with.
Yeah.
That's real.
Any final words you on that, Crystal?
Just value yourself, love yourself, know that you deserve so much better, and don't deal with bullshit. Just don't. Love is not supposed to be that way. Just don't deal with it.
That's real. Communication.
Well, there y'all have it. Going on to the next subject now. I don't have any last words.
See, I was ready to hear this.
Come on, man. I just said them all throughout the whole entire show. So we're going to get on to the next segment. It's the Backyard Business of the Week.
All right.
Yeah, you got it.
And we got, from Crystal right here beside me.
All right, here she is.
Endless Beauty and Cuts. No, I can't
Can you see
up
it?
there. Boy, I'm Endless Beauty and Cuts.
Yes, indeed.
So let's talk about that for a minute. How did you get started with your business?
Whew. I used to work at an attorney's office for 4.5 years.
We're going to jail, y'all.
I might need some help.
Hey,
Though. Why? Yeah. No.
And I just took the leap. It was time. I went to school for a lot of stuff, and I never really took the time to go for it, you know. And I started off, and it's a blessing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like, it's just a blessing. It's not only just a massage, it's like therapeutic sessions.
Yeah.
You know, I have some clients that are crying.
Wow.
It's a whole spiritual. It's
Wow.
very spiritual. It's very different, and I love it. I really honestly love what I do.
That is a blessing.
And what consists of your business? Like what's all
because
everything
you cutting hair too, right?
Yeah.
No, not yet. I am in barber school.
Okay, almost there. We almost there.
You're almost there. Almost there. But at the moment, I am massaging, wax, eyebrows. I do it all, the full 9 yard.
Wow. Massage some of them things like that.
You got a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I'm good. Look, my Jesus is pushing. I got a Jesus real. It's number 9. So I don't play around.
Look.
You gonna have to draw. Yeah,
My grandma used to do child.
Yeah,
she used to stink her at church. I love you, grandma. RP, baby. I love you. But you say you do it all. So you say waxing.
I wax, full body wax. I do massages. I do brows, microblading. It's microblading. It's like tattooing, like.
Yeah, I heard that hurt. Like I heard.
I don't know because you know. This is natural. You know, I got a little bit makeup on. You know what I'm saying? But,
So, so whenever you go through stuff like that, you do the training. They don't do it on you. Like you don't have to.
I don't want that on me.
I
I don't want that on me. I like to be natural.
I know that's right.
Natural
beauty.
And I do pedicures also.
Okay.
So do you like? What's your roughly for all the women out there? Because you know that's who watches us.
Yeah.
What's your price ranges?
On the massages.
Yeah, always with eyebrows and
On the eyebrows.
$500.
Well, man, I have clients more when it comes to men for the massages. And it runs 60 minutes. It runs 250. 90 minutes. It runs 350.
yeah.
Cool.
You get a full body massage, and like I say, it's just not a regular massage. It's very spiritual.
For real.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna
spirit
give
be
you a
talking to me,
spiritual
you know what I'm
massage.
saying?
Do you mind if I get a happy ending? She didn't say no.
Wow.
Talking.
That's real though.
That's a
Yeah, when
blessing.
it comes
That's a
to
blessing.
wax, it's $40. Eyebrows, $10.
Girl, I gotta charge you $450.
No, listen.
Coming there thinking now.
Listen.
It's been a while.
When y'all go wax, make sure y'all please get it handled down there. You know what I'm saying?
Like
You get men too?
I do. I wax men also.
Real?
Oh yeah, it's so crazy.
No shame in that game.
I ain't lying.
I mean, you know, they might be bodybuilders or something.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put it in. Hey, see, on here, get myself together. But you said, shout out to you, man, for getting yourself together, even with rebranding yourself.
Yeah, most
that's
definitely.
a doozy. You know, we had to do it before, and it is a doozy, man. And we hope you get all the success that's coming to you because you got the glow.
Yeah, it's coming.
You got the glow.
And I'm located in Raleigh now, so.
All right.
You definitely get some business in Raleigh. We wish you the best.
Habla español.
Sí, hablo español.
All right, now you
That's
heard
what's
it.
up. That's what's up.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Well,
Indeed, man.
before we get out of here, we just want to give you something before we get out of here. Can you remember that, brother?
Oh, Lord.
Backyard Content presents Crystal Vasquez, the Best Barber Award.
All right, Miss Crystal.
He probably did
You know
not.
what I'm saying? I'm a gangster, I ain't gonna go. This is so beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's for you. Go ahead and count your blessings because you got more coming.
He probably didn't pronounce your name right, bro.
Yes, I did. I copied and pasted.
Okay.
Yeah, my spelling. Yeah, my spelling.
He'll mess it up now. He'll mess up now.
Yeah.
Oh, you
It
guys
don't
so
be me
sweet.
every time though. Staples be tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we wish you the best, though. And we pray
Thank
many
you.
blessings on your endeavor.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Family now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by. You know what I mean? Talking to us, letting us know, some of your story, some of your journey. I know it's not easy for people to come on the camera, but hey, it's not hard either. You know what I mean? Once you do it, It's like a bag of Pringles. You open the top, it won't stop. Fun for backyard comedy. Anything anybody else want to add?
Hey man, like if you want to come express yourself, hey, holler at us, man, and you know, still email us. We still looking for emails. We still looking for stories, y'all.
Yeah, come on.
Like we want to hear from y'all.
Yeah, we'll put you out
there.
there.
Y'all watching. We see you.
Yeah, we see you watching.
Come on, reach out. We don't be scared to interact with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's been a pleasure today.
Oh yeah.
As always, I got my boy. Oh, Skeezy baby. Please say that motherfucker, baby.
Y'all know that.
That really duty I got down there.
I'm really down here.
We appreciate Miss Crystal for stopping by, showing us love.
Hey.
I'm your boy Vocal 26. As always, we appreciate y'all and we love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that email, backyardcomedy3@gmail.com. And as always, time is a precious thing to waste. So don't waste it by not watching Backyard Comedy. We appreciate you and we love you.
Peace, y'all.